Hey YouTube, this is Tech7 Solution here. I'm here with a video review comparing the top 10 Android applications I think every Android user should have. I have them on a list on my right, in case you want to pause the video to get a better look. So you can see all of them are free except for a beautiful widget. So I'm going to be demoing this review using my Samsung Galaxy S. It's the i9000 international version. It's a locked 16 gig version. And you have 8 gigs of internal storage, or 16 gigs of internal storage, and I also have an 8 gig SD card to go ahead and store any extra apps. Now, I'm going to be selling this phone soon. I'm going to be selling it on eBay probably in a week. That's after I go ahead and do a comparison review with the Samsung Galaxy S and the iPhone 4, which I already ordered, should be here shortly. But after that, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the iPhone 4 and sell my Samsung Galaxy S. So if you want to take a look, I'll have the eBay auction link in the video description, and you can just go ahead and check periodically. Check out the auction if you're interested in buying a Samsung Galaxy S, and that'll be there available for you. So let's get on with the first application on the list, which is the i9000 launcher. I think this is probably the best one out of the 10 that I have up there, just because it's a home replacement, and I'm going to walk through some of the features that you can have on it. There are a lot of settings that you can mess around with to go ahead and customize your phone. You have the screen preferences, like hiding the status bar or setting the default screen. I have mine set to 3. You can even set the desktop scrolling speed. You can go to drawer settings. You can select how many apps would appear on each page by adjusting the columns and the rows settings of that. You can even change the speed of the zoom that the app drawer will have. Preview settings. System preferences, like some gesture controls that you can swipe up to reveal a dock or swipe down to close it. You have the UI settings, with the dock bar. You can even change what color the highlight will be. So let's say I'm pressing like that, you can see it highlights orange. I can change that using the i9000 launcher. And I can even change the indicator type to tell what page I'm on. This is what I like the best though, which is the theme preferences. You can download themes off the market for free, or if you want some paid ones, there's some good ones out there too. There's some i9000 themes. So let's say I want my phone to look like the Droid X. I'll select that and then apply the theme. And then when my phone restarts, then it'll look somewhat close to the Droid X. So you can see it loaded pretty fast. I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi on. Now this is what I was talking about for the dock. If I swipe down, then I can drag any application that I want. So let's say I want Facebook, put it on here, Gmail. You can put as many as you want and you can swipe down. Like YouTube. Oops. And that's your quick dock. You can access your applications, which I think is pretty cool. Next item on the list I'm going to be reviewing is the beautiful widgets. It's $149 on the market, and you're looking at it right now. This is the beautiful home, the clock widget. It sort of functions just like the HTC widget, where it shows the temperature, the weather, and your time, obviously. So I'll click on the weather icon, and it'll bring up this just quick weather forecast. It'll show you weather for the next 5 days. It'll show you the current weather, as well as an icon and a mini animation. And you can also change the skin of your phone by going to the menu and changing the clock skins. I can change it to, say, this one. Apply, save and apply. I can also change the weather skins, and let's say I want this one. Apply, save and apply, and it shows up just like that. I really like this widget just because you can mix and match all these different styles. You can really make that widget yours. I think it's well worth the $1.49 that it's worth on the Android market. Now the third item on the list I'm going to be reviewing is Astro File Manager. It's more for the people that want to view their files on the go without having to plug your phone into the computer. You can view the files on your internal SD card or your external SD card, doesn't matter. And you have a lot of the same functions that you would find on a desktop file browser, such as copy and paste, go edit, copy, delete, move, paste, or rename. You can also search for your files, and you can have some advanced options in that search, just much like what you would find on a desktop browser, file browser. You can go up and navigate through files, and this is also good for people who want to sideload apps, APKs through their device. You can just tap on the APK and then go automatically to your installer and install the app right through the Astro File Manager, which is really handy. And that is also free on the Android market. Now the next one I'm going to be reviewing is the Task Panel X. I really like it because the widget is very informative. I can have a kill all option, which is to obviously kill all the tasks. And then it'll show you automatically how much memory you have free on your phone. I think I've gotten more. Yeah, there we go. So we have 182 megabytes. I'm not sure if this measure is completely correct because, as you can see, I thought I killed all the applications, but if I press a button again, the memory does increase to 182 megabytes. So the accuracy is questionable, but it does give you a pretty rough estimate of how much RAM is free to run applications and how smooth your phone is going to be running. As you can see here, I can open up the app, and then I have some settings that I can play with. Killer list, ignore list, and whatever applications are active at the moment. I can also use the auto kill feature with this application. Now the next app I'm going to be reviewing is not so much of an app, but something that is useful that will display on your status bar, and that is called Battery Status, and it can also be found on the Android market, and it's also free. So I can just say turn on, and you can see that I have the status, the exact percentage of my battery on my status bar. So I want to go to settings, I can select which information that I want shown in my notification bar. You can see here. And I can even change the color of the icon as well as the style of the icon, as well as some other advanced options. Say exit. The next widget that I find really useful is the agenda widget. And you have a lot of settings in this too, so you can change it however you want it to be. And you can also manage your calendars, which ones that you want shown on the widget. I can also customize the style. There's some themes that you can be choosing. And what I really like the most is this quick add feature. If you want to add an appointment or a task, because you can also link with your Astrid Task Manager, you can just click add. Let's say go to mall. And click save, then click refresh. And go to mall is right on there, and you can see it was really quick. I didn't have to navigate through any menus or anything. You just have to press that one button and it's right there. So that's what I really like about this widget. It's also free on the Android market. Now Double Twist is probably the best music player that I've encountered from the Android market. Let's say I want to go to my music library. So, Double Twist you can also find as an iTunes replacement. Let's wait for that to open up. I still find it to be a little laggy, but I think it does the job in replacing iTunes since there is no like iTunes for Android. But you can see this is the desktop client, or desktop application. I don't know why I keep on saying client. But so let's go back, to the music application. And you can see on the desktop version, you have a list of applications from the market, and it's comparable. Like, there's an iTunes store on the iTunes application, so there's also like an Android store on Double Twist, which is pretty cool. And you can see your pictures, videos, music, and you can synchronize it with your device, just like iTunes. So here you can go to your songs, and then you can select a song to go and play, and then it'll display the song on the widget on your home screen, and you can play and pause or skip the song if you'd like. So I think it's the best stock music player replacement for the Android phone, and it is also free on the market. So next on the list is going to be the Dolphin Browser HD, which I think is the best default web browser replacement. It's really fast, and let's say I want to search Galaxy S. Then I want to go ahead and load up a page. Let's load up Gizmodo. It's the mobile version. And you can see it scrolls really fast. But let's say I want to go to classic view, have it load that. You'll find that it's really fast in loading web pages. You can also save some favorites, some gesture controls, or you can add a new page. And you can double tap to zoom, or you can pinch and zoom. And I like how when you zoom, it'll automatically resize text box for you. It lags just a little bit, but it's really fast, and I really like the UI of this web browser. It's appealing to the eye. Now, the next app that I really like is the Twitter app. It's called Tweetcaster by Handmart, and I really like the widget just because it's probably the most visually appealing widget on the market for the Twitter client. That's just what the app looks like. If I go back to my home screen, this is what the widget looks like. Let's get rid of that. You can also change the color of your widget. And that's also free on the Android market. Now, the last application that I want to review is not exactly an application, but it's a game. Or not even a game, but a lightsaber. I think anyone would agree that it's probably the coolest app that you can get on the Android market. If you're a Star Wars fan, I mean, you're gonna love this. You can change, you can get rid of the music, or you can turn it up. You can even change the color, or the sensitivity of the lightsaber. Change the background. Or change the color. It's really a custom color. So I found that pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video review. If you did, you can go ahead and rate, comment, and subscribe. You can subscribe if you don't want to miss my next video, which will be reviewing and comparing the jailbroken iPhone 4 versus the rooted Samsung Galaxy S, this thing right here. So if you don't want to miss that, you can subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.